So just to move on. So I just thought I'd give a little snapshot to everyone of Australia's retirement system and why it's relatively unique in the world. There's a huge quantum of money that's been saved for our retirement. $4.1 trillion. It's difficult to imagine what a trillion is, but as somebody tried to explain to me, if you think of, how many minutes there's been since the last ice age, that would probably be in the trillions of minutes. But how much is in large super funds versus self-managed super funds? And the interesting one is, we are the fifth largest retirement savings pool in the world. And for a country as small with a smallish population like Australia, that's quite an achievement. But why do we have a large savings pot? I picked up this chart the other day from one of the UK newspapers, and it was dealing with the problems in France. And as some of you may know, France has a very generous retirement system where the average retirement income for a pensioner is actually higher than the average wage of a worker. So you get paid more in retirement than you do when you're working, which is not necessarily a sustainable system. But on this chart, Australia is very much an outlier down at the bottom. And the reason for that is the government has spent the last 36 years encouraging us and giving us tax incentives to save for our own retirement, with the counter that they're not going to pay us very much if we haven't saved. So that's why we have a large savings pot, and that's what the government has encouraged us to do for the last 30 odd years, that you have to save for your own retirement, because if you don't have enough, you will not get a great income from a state pension. So the government's done a great job. They've encouraged us all to do this.